Hello, welcome to today's episode. So, today I'm going to be talking about how to ensure a happy marriage or happy relationship. So, let me say most people don't get into a relationship or into marriage with the hopes of getting hurt, getting pained, not being happy. So, most people get into a relationship or into marriage thinking that they will be happy, they will have a good time with their spouse, it's going to be an heaven on earth marriage and all that. So it doesn't just happen because you wish for it to happen. You can't wish it to happen. So there are things that you have to do to ensure that you are happy in your marriage or in your relationship. So those are the things I'm going to be talking about in this episode. Number one, work on your marriage, work on that relationship. You have to put in the hard work. Marriage is hard work, relationship is hard work. So you can't expect that you don't sow somewhere and you want to reap from it. Even as a farmer, you have to sow that seed before it now germinates. You have to put in the hard work. There are times that you have to go to the farm to nurture it, check it out, water it and all. That's how it's supposed to be in a marriage or relationship as well. So you have to put in the work. You can't just sit down doing nothing and expect that everything will come out well. It doesn't work like that. So you have to work on it. Invest in your marriage, invest in your relationship. Number two, communication. Communication is very important. Like I always say, you can't rule out communication. In order to have a happy relationship or a happy marriage, you have to communicate often. Good communication. Sometimes what we think is communication is not communication. To have a good communication, you have to communicate in a way that your partner understands. Good communication is effective communication. Communications at the right time, with the right use of words or gesticulations. That's what we call good communication. And number three is honesty. In order to have a happy marriage or happy home, you have to be honest. You have to be trustworthy. Your partner has to be able to trust you. Once that trust is built, trust me, other things will follow. Trust is very important. You have to be honest about so many things. You can't keep breaking their trust. You can't keep lying and hoping that things will just go right, things will just be right. You lie today and you say you're sorry. Next tomorrow you lie, you say you're sorry, and you just expect that every other things will fall in place. It doesn't work that way. So you have to be honest. If you want a happy relationship or a happy marriage, honesty or trust is very important. It's like a bedrock. It has to. And you have to be consistent about it, because trust is built over time. It's not because you said the truth this time, you feel that one time would surface for every other thing. So you have to be consistent about it. So number four is you have to make memories, create memories, spend time together, quality time. In order for you to be happy, you need to spend time with your spouse. You can't be happy when you don't create time to have fun, just make time, see movies, talk, gist, be home, do indoor picnic, outdoor picnics and all. So in order to be happy in your relationship, or you have to build memories together. It's very important. If you truly want to be happy, you have to create those moments, because those moments, those experiences are what brings the happiness. Even when times that you guys are not always rosy, it can't be rosy all the time. So even those times when it's not rosy, when you guys are having conflicts, it's those memories that you've built over time that would help to be married, to stay happy in your relationship and your marriage. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is show appreciation. It's very important that you show appreciation in this life. Yoruba says "Kusheloma mori," which means that the more you appreciate somebody, the more the person will do something more for you. So no matter how small it is, learn to always appreciate your spouse for something that they have done. Do you get? It's very, very important. It doesn't matter if it is something that they have to do. Besides, she's supposed to cook. Is she not a wife? She's supposed to feed our children. That is her job. Doesn't mean that you cannot still say, "Oh, thank you for doing this." It makes you to be happy when somebody is praising you for something that you do. It doesn't take anything from me. It doesn't take anything from you. So always appreciate your spouse when they do something. Appreciation goes a long way. It makes one to even do more. It makes one to be happy. Okay? Yeah. So another thing I'm going to be talking about is get rid of bad habits. Hello, those little foxes that spoils the vine. That one is I'm going to create an episode particularly for that. Bad habit, bad attitude, you know. And if you really want to be happy in your marriage, you want to be happy in your relationship, you have to get rid of those bad habits. Stop saying it's my weakness. Some things are no weaknesses. Even your weaknesses, you can work on it. Some things are just bad attitude. You have some bad behaviors. Stop doing things that makes your spouse to be unhappy. When he or she has been complaining about that same thing and you keep on doing it, then that's a bad attitude. You get, because if you say you do not know the first time, you do not know the second time, so what happens to you doing it repeatedly? And they tell you that I'm not happy, this hurts me when you do it. If you keep on doing it, it simply means that you do not care about how they feel. And how is such person supposed to be happy? I don't know how you can truly be happy if you are living with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody and the other person is not happy. So it's very important that you get rid of bad habits and bad attitudes. Is very important. Another thing is prayer and serving God together is very important. In order for you to have a happy relationship and happy marriage, you need to serve God together as one and pray together as one. There are a lot of challenges that will come, that happens individually or even as a family now, that you need to pray. You need to pray. You cannot rule out prayer. In order for you to be happy, in order for the devil not to toy with your home, you have to fortify yourself, your children, or even while you're still cutting. Prayer is very important. You're looking at marriage, you have to pray ahead. Praying ahead is very important. You need to pray without ceasing. Pray together, worship together is very important. So the second to the last thing I'm going to be talking about is forgive easily. Be quick to forgive. If you want to be happy in your relationship, if you want to be happy in your marriage, you need to forgive easily. You always step on each other's toe. Even though if you try to do everything that I've been talking about, it will help to reduce the argument and everything. But at the same time, you are two different people. You will still step on each other's toes. We are human. So you need to learn how to forgive. Don't be keeping grudges. Some people have PhD in keeping grudges. They can keep grudges, not talk to their spouse for weeks, for days. It's bad. It will keep creating loopholes. So if you want to be happy in your marriage or your relationship, please forgive easily. And the last thing I'm going to be talking about is be in love with each other. Be in love each other, be crazy about each other, fall in love over and over again. Keep doing things, keep saying things that will make them love you. Those things that you were doing at the beginning of the relationship, in the beginning of the marriage, that makes them to feel like, oh, I love this person, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Keep on doing that thing. Keep on doing it. Let your spouse fall in love with you over and over again. Trust me. It's very important. Love is very important. Keep, not once, just they fell in love with you at the beginning, but what happens later? So you have to keep on falling in love over and over again. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you on my next episode. Don't forget to like and share and comment. I love you.